Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Tonight we're going to have a look at this awesome folding budget EDC knife from Sencut. This is the Awassi. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase this awesome knife from Sencut and help support the channel, make sure you check out the link in the description below because we do get a commission if you purchase this knife. And of course, before getting started, just want to thank the good folks out at Sencut for sending me this knife to review. Let's get started. Let's begin with some quick size references just so you get a better idea for the overall size of this knife. Here it is next to a large permanent marker. And here's a quick look at them side by side so you can compare the diameter of the pen to the knife. And let's run a ruler in here so we can get a rough overall measurement here with the blade closed. So it looks like we got 4 inches right here and 3/4. So about 4 3/4 inches overall length with the blade closed. And now with the blade open. And back to vertical. And let's take a rough measurement here with the blade open. So we got 8 inches and 1/4 here. So just about 8 1/4 inches overall length. Let's have a look at the top of the knife here, just so you get a better idea for the overall thickness of this knife. So here's a pair of chopsticks. This is the thicker side, and it's going to be just about the same thickness as that, including the scales. And let's see what we can come up with here, running across the ruler, measuring the scales. Looks like we got about 7/16 of an inch thick. Let's have a look at the thickness of the blade over in the thumb ramp area where it's the thickest. And we're going to see it's just a little bit thicker than a US nickel. Let's run the ruler across the thumb ramp area and see what we come up with. Looks like we got just about 1/8 of an inch thick. Now I would consider this a mid-size folder. Let's get this on the scale so you know how much weight you're going to be carrying around. Coming in at just about 4 ounces. And just in case you're wondering what 4 ounces might feel like in your hands, well, if you got some AA batteries around the house, weighs almost as much as 5 of those. This knife has 2 opening mechanisms. You got your dual thumb studs and your flipper lever. Let's have a closer look at these thumb studs. All right, all you're going to do is dig your thumb into this cutout here and just rotate the blade out, lock it into place. Or with a little bit of practice, you can use the detent in here to flick it open. Here's a close-up of your flipper lever. Got a little bit of jimping in here to give your finger something to grip onto. And all you're going to do is pull it backwards. The blade is pivoting on a caged ceramic ball bearing system. And it is smooth and quick. And because of the size of the blade, you get a nice thump at the ending. Your locking mechanism is a liner lock, so if you follow the liner around right here, as the blade is swinging open, you're going to notice that there's an arm right down here that's going to swing over and lock into the base of the blade. To disengage the arm, you just move it on the side, close up the blade. Let's have a look up front at this absolutely gorgeous blade, starting off over in the thumb wrap area. Right here is a closer look at your jimping. I'm going to turn that sideways so you can see how high the peaks are there. Not too aggressive, but you can feel it under your thumbs. Absolutely gorgeous sheep's foot blade. This is the kind of shape you want if you're in an office and you need to open up a ton of boxes. You can use that point to poke down in, slice across. Just a massive cutting edge here. Beautiful satin finish. And we have some beveling here on the top. Oh, it's gorgeous. Now, most flipper knives, when you pull back on the lever, it's going to swing around down here to the bottom. And it has a couple of different functions. So number 1, it acts as a finger guard. Number 2, it acts as a finger choil, so you can sneak up here and get more control over your blade. And it also acts as a sharpening choil that's going to make it very easy to sharpen the entire edge from the tip all the way down here to the heel. This knife does have a hollow grind, meaning that there is a curvature here on your knife flats. I'm just going to tilt this sideways so you can see the space in between the knife flats and the chopstick. So it really does thin out here toward the bottom, making that edge just as thin, as slicey as this can be. Steel type being used up front is an incredibly popular and budget-friendly one. We got 9CR18 MOV. It is a high carbon stainless steel, so it's going to have really good toughness. 18% chromium is going to give you really good corrosion resistance, and it is easy to maintain and sharpen. And with this hollow grind, as we're going to see in just a second, takes a nice fine edge. Dropping down inside of the knife, we can see that we have full stainless liners that have been skeletonized to save on weight. Gonna bring you guys in real close here so you can see the texturing of these G10 scales. Not very aggressive at all, but still quite grippy. Here's a closer look at the milling. Nicely done. Now, as far as grip dynamics goes, this is a pretty neutral grip. Just a slight arch here, minimal curve here. You have a single finger choil up front, so just your standard 1 in the front, 4 in the back. Mid-size, well balanced, right? You have a heavy blade, but these full liners. So it's a very balanced feel in the hand. This is one of my favorite color combinations that all knife companies have, right? They always have black G10 and stainless hardware. We got standoffs in the back here for the nice, clean, open look. And they've drilled a couple of holes here in the back for a lanyard if you want to do that. Here is a closer look at your pocket clip that is reversible to the other side. And there is your profile look there. Here's a quick look at what this knife is going to look like when you jam it down in your pocket. This thing should absolutely disappear. So deep carry. Alright guys, let's check out this factory edge. Gonna do some nice slow cutting. Oh man, so smooth. It's nice and sharp, guys. Alright, let's try it on some paracord. So easy. And let's cut some cardboard. Smooth. And let's close it up with the oh so satisfying box stab. Oh, so good. Once again, guys, this has been the Awassi from Sencut. Incredibly comfortable and well balanced in the hand. Absolutely functional and gorgeous sheep's foot blade. Oh god, that's intimidating. If you're looking for a great mid-size EDC knife, this could be a good option for you. Well, alright guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase this awesome knife from Sencut, make sure to check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.